Hello food lovers, welcome to our cooking channel. Today we have a special treat for you. We're taking you on a culinary journey to the heart of India, to the royal kitchens of Hyderabad. We're going to explore a dish that's not just a meal, but a celebration of flavors and aromas. The iconic Hyderabadi Biryani. This isn't just a recipe, it's a cultural heritage passed down through generations. Are you ready to awaken your senses and challenge your cooking skills? Stay tuned as we unravel the secrets of making the perfect Hyderabadi Biryani right in your own kitchen. Let's begin this flavorful adventure. Ever wondered how to make the perfect Hyderabadi Biryani at home? Today we're diving into the rich, aromatic world of this traditional Indian recipe. Hailing from the kitchens of Hyderabad, this dish is a testament to the city's royal history. A feast fit for a king, it was once served to the Nizams, the monarchs of Hyderabad. Hyderabadi Biryani is a beautiful blend of Mughlai and Telugu cuisines, a fusion that creates a symphony of flavors. Its unique cooking method, the Dum Pukht, involves sealing ingredients in a pot and slow cooking them to perfection. This technique helps to infuse the flavors of spices, meat, and fragrant Basmati rice, making every mouthful a culinary delight. The main ingredients of this dish include succulent meat, often chicken or lamb, aromatic Basmati rice, a mix of traditional Indian spices, and a touch of saffron for that beautiful golden hue. So, are we ready to take on this culinary adventure? Stay tuned as we unravel the secrets of this aromatic and mouth-watering dish. Before we dive into the cooking process, we need to gather our ingredients. First up, we have Basmati rice, the backbone of our biryani. We'll need about 2 cups of this aromatic long-grained rice. It's essential to use Basmati as it holds its shape well during cooking, and its unique fragrance is key to an authentic biryani. Next, let's talk about our protein. You can use either chicken or mutton, depending on your preference. For this recipe, we'll need about half a kilogram. This is going to add a hearty, robust element to our dish. Now, onto the spices. We'll need a tablespoon each of cumin seeds and coriander seeds, a couple of black cardamom pods, and about 6 cloves. These spices will be ground together to create a flavorful spice blend that's characteristic of a Hyderabadi biryani. We also need some yogurt, about half a cup. This will help to tenderize the meat and also lend a tangy flavor to balance out the heat of the spices. Onions are next on our list. We'll need 2 large ones, thinly sliced. These will be caramelized and used to give our biryani a sweet, smoky undertone. Other ingredients include a handful of fresh mint leaves and coriander leaves for a refreshing burst of flavor, a couple of green chilies for a kick of heat, and a 2-inch piece of ginger and about 6 cloves of garlic for a punch of aromatic goodness. And let's not forget the ghee, about a 1/4 cup. This clarified butter is going to bring all our ingredients together, giving our biryani a rich, luxurious mouthfeel. Lastly, we'll need some saffron strands soaked in warm milk. This is going to give our biryani that distinctive yellow hue and a subtle floral note. Now that we have all our ingredients, we can start cooking our Hyderabadi Biryani. The first step in cooking Hyderabadi Biryani is preparing the meat. This process begins with marinating, a key step that infuses the meat with the rich aromatic flavors that make Hyderabadi Biryani so delectable. The meat, whether it's lamb, chicken or beef, is first washed thoroughly and then patted dry. This ensures that the meat is clean and ready to absorb the marinade. The marinade itself is a fragrant mix of spices, herbs, and yogurt. We start with a thick, creamy yogurt. This acts as a tenderizer, breaking down the tough proteins in the meat and creating a succulent, melt-in-your-mouth texture. Next come the spices. Hyderabadi Biryani is known for its robust flavor profile, a symphony of spices that includes the warmth of garam masala, the heat of red chili powder, the smoky depth of cumin, and the bright, lemony tang of coriander. Each spice is carefully measured out and mixed into the yogurt, creating a marinade that is as visually appealing as it is flavorful. The herbs, like the fresh mint and cilantro, add a burst of freshness that balances out the richness of the spices. They are finely chopped and mixed into the marinade, releasing their essential oils and adding an extra layer of flavor to the meat. Once the marinade is ready, the meat is added and mixed until it's fully coated. This is then covered and left to rest, allowing the flavors to penetrate deep into the meat. The marinating process can take anywhere from 2 hours to overnight, depending on how much time you have and how deeply flavored you want your biryani to be. Remember, patience is key here. The longer the meat marinates, the more flavorful your biryani will be. And isn't that the ultimate goal? A biryani that is so packed with flavor, every bite transports you to the bustling streets of Hyderabad. With our meat marinating, we can move on to the next step. While our meat is marinating, we can start cooking our rice. Now, the rice is a crucial part of the biryani. It's not just about the type of rice you use, but how you cook it. We're using long-grain Basmati rice, known for its fragrant aroma and exquisite taste. Firstly, we'll need to wash the rice. This step is essential to removing the excess starch, which can make your rice sticky. Rinse the rice under cold water until the water runs clear. It usually takes about 3 to 4 rinses for this to happen. Once the rice is washed, it's time for soaking. This step is vital as it helps the rice to expand to its maximum length. Soak the rice in a bowl of fresh water for about 30 minutes. Now, let's move on to the cooking process. Fill a large pot with water, bring it to a boil, and add a pinch of salt for taste. Gently add your soaked and drained rice into the boiling water. Here's the crucial part. We only want to cook the rice until it's half done. This means the grain should be soft on the outside but still firm on the inside. It usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Remember, the rice will continue to cook when we layer it with the meat and cook the biryani. Getting this step right is key to achieving that perfect, fluffy and grainy biryani texture. Our rice is now half cooked and ready for the next step. Now that our meat is marinated and our rice is half cooked, we can start layering our biryani. Let's begin by drizzling a bit of ghee at the bottom of a heavy-bottomed pot. This not only prevents the rice from sticking but also adds a rich, buttery flavor to our biryani. Next, we'll add a layer of our partially cooked, fragrant Basmati rice. This rice acts as the canvas for our biryani, absorbing the flavors of the meat and spices. Now, the star of the show, our marinated meat, comes into play. We'll add a generous layer of it over the rice. The meat, marinated in an array of spices and yogurt, is the heart and soul of the biryani. It will slowly cook, releasing its juices into the rice, creating a symphony of flavors. After the meat, we add another layer of rice, followed by a sprinkle of fried onions, chopped mint, and coriander leaves. These add a burst of freshness and a delightful crunch to our biryani. We'll continue this process of layering, alternating between the rice and the meat, until we've used up all of our ingredients, finishing with a final layer of rice on top. Now comes the crucial part, sealing the pot. This is what transforms our layered ingredients into the aromatic and flavorful dish that is biryani. We'll use a dough made from flour and water, forming a ring around the rim of the pot. Then we'll place the lid on top, pressing it down to create an airtight seal. This technique, known as dum cooking, locks in the flavors and allows the biryani to cook in its own steam. Once sealed, we'll place the pot on a very low heat. The biryani needs to cook slowly, allowing the flavors of the meat, spices, and rice to meld together. This slow cooking process is where the magic happens, transforming simple ingredients into a dish that's more than the sum of its parts. Remember, patience is key when cooking biryani. The longer it cooks, the more flavorsome it becomes. It's not just about cooking a dish, it's about creating an experience. Stay tuned as we reveal the result of our labor of love. The moment when we break open the seal, releasing the captivating aroma of the biryani, is a moment of pure culinary delight. Our biryani is now cooking, and soon we will be ready to serve. Welcome back, food lovers! After hours of slow cooking, we've finally reached the most exciting part, the unveiling of our biryani. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The dough seal is about to be broken, and the aroma of our painstakingly prepared biryani will soon fill the room. Let's do this together. Grab a knife and carefully slice through the dough seal. As you lift the lid, take a moment to appreciate the steam that escapes, carrying with it the rich, layered scents of our biryani. This is not just a meal, but a journey of flavors and aromas, taking us from the raw ingredients to the final mouth-watering dish. Take a spoon and gently fluff up the rice. Notice the distinct layers of rice and meat, the golden fried onions, the vibrant herbs. This is more than just a dish. It's a masterpiece. Stay with us as we move on to the final step, serving and enjoying our labor of love. Our Hyderabadi Biryani is now ready to be served, and what a treat it is. The enticing aroma of the spices, the tender meat, and perfectly cooked rice come together in a symphony of flavors that is truly hard to resist. But how do we serve it, you ask? Well, the beauty of biryani is that it's a one-pot dish. You just need a large spoon to gently dig in, making sure you get all the layers. Heap it onto a plate, letting the fragrant rice, succulent meat, and aromatic spices combine in a beautiful mound of deliciousness. Now, no Hyderabadi biryani is complete without its traditional accompaniments. A bowl of cool, refreshing raita or a spicy mirchi ka salan can perfectly balance the rich flavors of the biryani, so make sure to serve these on the side. And that, my friends, is how you make a perfect Hyderabadi biryani at home. Enjoy your meal.